the milk in last.
Oh no, you're gonna do it, aren't you?
But what?
You're gonna do it. Yeah, he's gonna do it.
That's like what it is. We are now live. Like people can see us or hear us on screen.
Oh, no.
Hi.
We have a conversation about gender earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Not go against.
Yeah, you forgot to unshare the screen.
Huh?
No, sorry. Didn't matter.
Somebody's got volume.
Please excuse me, I'm not adulting today.
I don't adult ever.
I forgot to unshare what screen?
No, I wasn't talking to you. Sorry. Carry on.
Hi folks. Evening in the big Easter. It's the big Easter button.
Becky.
The big Easter button.
It's the big enter button.
Oops.
Roy, go and get your glasses on.
They are here. Where are they?
Easter button.
I saw
Paper
it.
bunny. That's those other ones. So wear these ones. But,
Hi, Bunny.
Hi folks.
Michelle. Guest. Yes.
I say they.
Hi.
Hi, Ian.
So we're just getting these. We're getting the. So we've got Biscuit, Deadly. We've got Ian. We've got Specky. We've got Manic. We've got Sainty. We've got Liz.
Thank you.
Hey, Les, babes.
Stream buffering more than 4K porn over a 56K
What?
modem. It's not on our
No.
side. It's going
Yeah.
perfectly streamed. There's perfectly health. Center. Press F5.
I'm slightly confused. What's all involved?
Oh, it's just they're. Can you see the chat all right? Have you changed from top chat to live chat?
Oh wait, I have to change it.
Yeah, if you look at the top on the chat screen, you'll see it says top chat up at the top.
Hang on 2 seconds. Let's put you over there for a second. Look at that. Wait, okay, no, because I can see you on here. Oh wow, there is a fucking delay. That's really weird.
We're used to that, so we don't even pay attention to the delay anymore. We use pop-out screens. It's great.
Okay, so I'm now on live chat, I think.
Yeah, so that means you'll be able to see the chat.
Okay, to be fair, I did warn you, I don't do YouTube.
That's grand. No doubt.
I am a creature, and I am easily confused.
Hi folks, so welcome to another edition of Vape Lounge, Sunday Vape Lounge. With myself, Roy's Reviews. We have Michelle B, we've got Vapor Bunny, and today's very special guest in the middle is Vaping with SJ from the world of Instagram. Hi.
You know, wax on.
Center says, don't worry, Roy doesn't do YouTube either.
I already said that, Sinner, beat you to it. Yeah. So, as one of the first things we do, SJ, is there's a question at the very start, something like, what we're vaping on and everything else. So, I'll come to you first, and SJ, what's the theory of relativity?
Well, if you take the square root, fuck you, and goes
What are you vaping on?
find, the answer is, I don't give it a damn.
That is like the best answer. I didn't even know what it meant.
Supposition 1.
So what are you partaking on vape this evening?
Well, I believe we had this brief discussion about this earlier of, I don't actually know what's in this. I think on shelf. All of my vapes are slightly confused at the moment because of the house move. I'm pretty sure it's a fat salt, and I think it's possibly the melon.
But what is it? What device is it?
Well, this, I don't know. I've never seen one of these before in my life.
I love the funky colour.
I mean, it is very pretty. Have you seen how it changes in the light? Look,
Yeah.
The same one tonight.
it's like the multiply version.
How many of those do you have?
Like, this is the sort of thing that you could easily get distracted with if you were like...
Yeah, oh, shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much me.
Oh shit, dropped it.
One time.
Man down, it's alright, just a little bit. Don't care.
Just the one tonight?
It's the Arnold Rimmer H mod.
Of this, at the minute I'm running the Rave, the Blue Royal, the Grim Green, the Silver Cork, the Blue Shell, and the Plum Royal.
Just a few then.
But that's just the knee pods. Because I've got the Wii pod, the Simple X, and the Atheon the Axial.
Oh, that looks so
Bring that up.
gorgeous.
Bring that up.
Oh.
And the ABP.
Let's see the stabby wood. Oh,
that's nice.
it's so gorgeous with the axial as well. Do you know you should get a green top cap for the axial?
Well, I couldn't decide. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to get a colour, but I can't decide if I want blue to sort of like bring out the blue in it more, or if I want green because it's mostly green. I might just get both so I can switch.
Yeah, I might get both. Do you know what? The blue one's quite a light one, so I think it would go nice with that as well. I think it would.
Vapor Bunny, do you want to go next?
Oh, damn it! Now I've got that song in my head down at the bottom of the garden.
Well, I'm quite easily pleased tonight. I have my trusty little AVP with Boulevard's neck salts in there, and I've also got the lovely Stabwood IPV with the Falcon on top, and in there I have some of the Pancake Man Reload, which is really rather yummy. It's pancake cookie butter, really, really very nice. So that's what I'm on this evening.
Is that all? I don't know what.
Oh God, right. Folks, this is your 10-second warning. Make yourself comfortable, have a cup of tea ready, get your feet up, sit back and relax. And the show will resume in about half an hour.
I'll do it easy for you. Right, I'm on.
A few hours later.
A bunch of pods, and then they've just got various stuff in them. I'm also on my IPV with the Zeus X, and in that I have some Perry Good.
Yeah.
So Perry
Yeah,
Good.
do you see that IPV of yours, Michelle? Do not, whatever you do not leave that unattended in front of this man.
What about that one though as well?
Because he'll be away with it. No, it's the red one he wants.
Oh, it's like purple. Yeah, it is. It's purpley red.
Wait, is that Joytech?
No,
Not Joytech. Joy.
IPV.
No, IPV.
IPV.
They're the sister company of SX.
I don't know why. I kind of look at that and I get Captain vibes from it.
I can tell why you get the captain vibes.
Does anyone else see what I'm on about?
G-class vibes.
Yeah, when you look at it from the front.
Yeah, I get
When
serious.
you look at that view.
Yeah.
But it's actually
G-class.
based off the G-class design.
Oh.
That's nice. In that one I've got Tropica Iced.
People.
In that one I've got Perry Good by Kilo, and then I've got Dr. Vape's that blue stuff in my
Yay!
Rage with my Axial on tip. And that's me for the night. Over to you.
Me?
Yeah.
Stuff
He doesn't.
I have got my Revenger with the Unity on top. In that, I have got some Charlie's chalk dust, big jelly belly, big belly jelly, big belly jelly. That's the one.
Belly's gonna get, yeah.
Belly's gonna get, yeah. Belly's gonna get.
Oh
I've
my
got
god.
my beautiful Mark III unicorn with the unicorn dripper on top.
Gorgeous.
In that, I have got some Charlie's chalk dust.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Moustache milk.
Moustache milk. I have got my stainless steel unicorn 0002 with the blue top cap on top. And with such a good looking device, there's only one juice that can really go into it.
Close your eyes, bunny.
Alfred.
I still can't get rid of the image that I got in my head earlier.
And then I've got my Valadin.
Valadin.
In my Valadin, I have got
Nice.
Pod Salt Yogi.
That's not the bottom one.
Let's move.
Which is really, really gorgeous. What's happening, chat?
Yes, I can't see the comments. I did say hello to everybody's. So hello to everybody's.
SJ,
Hello.
people do the comments, yes. Yes, Melinda, SJ is. Ian. So we've got.
Although I will say that what I can read is sort of in and out of both. So if someone asks something and I don't answer, please, someone shout at me for it because my words are in and out.
More wood on this channel than there is in the Mailcast show.
I can't do anything about that, I'm afraid. It's built into my computer.
I don't actually think these aren't stab wood.
It's not.
They're resin. They're just resin.
It's vinyl.
Wait, Roy is sucking on Yogi's juice.
But there's-
That's the bare necessity right there.
Oh, that explains what Boo Boo's doing.
You went there.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
Send on. Hey, Emily.
Like, it was there. I did it.
So, question number 1 for SJ.
Oh, fuck. Hey, Dad. Right, okay, I paid attention.
How long have you been vaping for?
I have to raise my hand to answer.
Yeah.
Ignore him.
For starters, for 10 points.
Points, you have to be able to rub your tummy and do things inside your head at the same time.
I've started, so I'll finish. That's what Sinner said.
Remember the whole conversation, I am a simple creature?
How long have you been vaping for?
How long have I been vaping for? 2 years this June.
Oh, well done.
3 years or 2 years?
2 years in June.
2 years in June. And how long did you smoke for?
I think it was like 17 years.
Wow.
Was it? No, that seems awfully long. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, with you only being 19, that would have meant in 2 years you started smoking when you were 0.
Well, technically my mum
Lord.
actually smoked when she was pregnant with me because she didn't know she was pregnant at the time. So technically, no. How old am I? 31, 33. That makes 31, 17. What's that? 3, 10, 4, 14 years.
Jottle into my fingers.
Math's not my strong. Ask me to spell words. That I can do. Don't ask me to do math. I'm not so strong at that. So yeah, about 14 years smoking. Rather.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, spell it.
Oh my goodness.
SUPERCALIFRAJ.
SJ. IT.
What?
Yeah, I've got sugar honey iced tea too.
No, IT.
Yeah, he asked you to spell it.
Oh, you smart fuck. I hate people that do that.
Oops.
He is like.
Oh, fuck you.
How do you think Michelle spells? She has to live with him.
Yeah, but she's the idiot that lives with it.
He's like the dad joke king, I swear to God.
Don't start being the dad jokes.
No, please do not start him on the dad jokes. We'll be here all night. Please, no.
They're not dad jokes, they're granddad jokes.
Have you heard of Nikes for Dykes?
Have I heard of what? Sorry?
New Nikes for Dykes. You get 50% more tongue you can get off with one finger. Thank you very much.
I think, yeah.
Bonnie's broke. Don't. The last time I broke Bonnie like this, she ended up in hospital the next day.
I ended up in hospital that night.
That night, sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Breathe. You're going in. Look, seriously, if you don't breathe soon, you're going to match your wall.
Yeah, they're in the red room. They're in Darren's red room of pain.
There you go, Rich.
No way.
What you can't see behind the camera at this side is there's a full rack, and
Yes, the torture rack. He'll be getting strapped up on it later on. Don't worry.
When she starts shouting out random measurements, it's the threat of what he's going to get later.
yeah.
I can deal with that.
12.
15 is cold off in the ball crying.
Not working. Ah,
On your knees, boy.
no.
So, as we know, SJ is from the world of Instagram, and she's quite bravely this evening ventured across into the world of YouTube. How long?
Bye, guys. That's my great.
Reconnection success. Sorry about that, folks, but OBS decided it wanted to disconnect and reconnect.
It's still saying that we're offline on my
Yeah,
screen.
there's a 10-second delay
We've got
there.
a bit of a delay.
It's more like 25-second delay.
Is it 25 seconds?
It's something like that there. Yeah, YouTube's getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube is broken. YouTube needs lubing up.
Yes.
Darren, my OBS is saying it's connected, live, streaming, 19 minutes, and yet it's still showing disconnected on YouTube screen.
That's very weird.
Yeah, because it's still
Because of the
set live streams offline.
No, it's
Yeah,
not, it's not
that's what
just
I've
the
got.
delay, it's the whole thing. It's not saying on the actual panel.
Oh God! Deadly sinner.
down quicker than a hooker for the winning lottery numbers. Oh my God, sinner.
Well, Steve Dave has a bit of trouble getting this online.
What?
On Monday, you know, we have to go into his Creator Studio and manually set it online.
Mm-hmm.
That's alright. It gives me a chance to go on my Instagram to find out when I actually like.
Yeah, we're offline.
Like, how long have you been on Instagram for? Fuck, did I know? I don't know.
Since the day I started, that's your answer.
How long have you been on Instagram for? How long is a piece of string?
That's it.
Why?
The same distance from end to end. Ooh.
Do we have some magic happening? Are we back? Kinda, maybe, hopefully.
Are we back?
You're going to find out when I got on this. You're going to find out when I got on this. I've only just got to when we were in fucking Portugal. I've only just got to when we were in... Okay, well, I'm going to guess. I want to say that I started it in, like, the August. Like, I started vaping June 2017, and I want to say I started my Instagram in, like, August. That's what I'm going to go with. I know it wasn't that long after. Because I did originally post my... I'll put that away now. I did originally post my vape stuff on, like, my personal Instagram account, because it was linked to my Facebook and that lot, and then I kind of realised that I was probably annoying all of my friends that didn't vape.
Yeah.
So I was like, do you know what, I'll create a separate account for it, and that's what I did. And that's where we are. Yeah. I think it's
And for anybody that hasn't been over to SJ's Instagram, I did post the link in. Get across. You'll find there's a couple of themes, should I say, that run through SJ's posts. One of them would be sort of like a me pod.
There are three themes when it comes to my account. It's Meepod, I Can't See, and Mental Health.
Lilo or Stitch and Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, Stitch as well.
Oh, Stitch, he is so cute.
Press.
Love them movies. I've not watched them movies for ages, you know.
Lilo and Stitch is my go-to film when I have a depressive episode, because it makes me feel better. And Sasha always cuddles up with me, so I cuddle up in my puppy and watch it. And like, I just basically turn into a big kid.
I love them movies. Oh, they're so good.
Windows on her mobile.
I also like the Tinkerbell movies, not because I'm short or nothing.
I never watched them.
No, Stitch is cool.
Musicals. I like my musicals.
Oh, I do as well. I love a good musical.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
Like, most known musical ever.
This is the greatest show. This is those guys.
I did. I'm on my tablet, Roy.
Yeah.
He's on tablets.
Right, I could talk about fucking anything and everything about the musicals, but I still need Wicked on them to do Wicked, like a live show but on a DVD, so I can watch it whatever the fuck I want because I love Wicked.
Wicked is awesome. Yeah.
Welcome, Speggy. Speggy was editing a picture.
I'm afraid of what Becky's editing.
Hi, Rog.
Hi, Rog.
Hey, Raj.
Oh, so Mel's got it back.
Cindy says you're to stop singing.
I know.
Jeez.
What were you trying to do there?
Just join in.
What's that, Cindy? You want me to sing more?
No, please don't.
And I'm actually fairly want to say fairly stable, touch wood, at the minute. I know I'm in the middle of rapid cycling.
Stable's overrated.
No, I'm in the middle of rapid cycling, so 1 minute I'm fine, the next I'm going to kill myself, the next I'm flying.
Oh no.
Or sometimes I get it all at once. But at the minute I'm okay, so touch wood.
Didn't know they streamed The Greatest Showman in the Shire.
Imaginary creatures that are over there, then you know something's slightly wrong.
Sinner, that is the best show to watch in the Shire. Thank you very much.
And
Right. Showman.
SJ, Mel says she'll behave in here.
Don't behave.
Well, you can't behave if your life depends on it.
Don't behave.
Yeah, well, I know we don't have rules on here. Just crack on, love.
Just don't upset Sainty
Yeah, but
because
tell people that I ate your dicks, that's all.
Sainty's a snowflake and he can't take it.
I liked all the banana sweeties from the tub. It was like, where's the bananas?
See what Sinner wrote?
Yeah.
No,
Only
she
watched the short stories.
She doesn't got to turn the page.
I'm not short at all.
We've had this discussion. She's not short, she's fun sized.
Indeed. I'm pocket friendly.
SJ loves my dick.
Minute.
I'm a newt. I'm a teeny meeny.
Hiya, Liz.
You know what, every time you say Liz, I don't know if it's because of the accent or because of the speakers, but it always sounds like you're saying Liz. I'm like,
Liz.
is that where?
Les.
Yeah. You're right, Lesbo. Okay, right.
No, I think I just went right over his head there.
I
Yeah.
do know. I know exactly. I'm just playing dumb. Well, it's not
Play-
hard.
Playing.
Miss
You did so well.
Miss could blow Roy standing up.
Oh, Raj! Swear to God.
Oh my God, Rog.
Right, let's go back to SJ now, please.
I've picked it.
Right, I love the salt and vinegar chips. Mel, they're not chips. We don't eat chips like that out of packets in Northern Ireland. They're crisps.
Crisps.
They're crisps.
Chips are what I get from a chippy.
Yes, chips are cut potatoes in thick things that get deep fried, not nice little thin slithers. They are crisps.
I know some thick things that could get deep fried. If you don't behave.
Oswald.
And she loved my schnapps cake too.
Oh, it was good.
My schnapps cake is a thing. Pocket friendly. I've picked out button fluff bigger than you.
Wow.
Oh, but and SJ, if Sinner ever says he's going to set an alarm clock for you, don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep.
Mate,
Except all the sausages with mayo from my neighbour.
Yeah, and never hit the snooze button.
And don't ask for a long sweet stick.
No, we will refrain from long sweet sticks, thank you.
I am Melinda. Thank you. Yes. See, I don't need to bend down or nothing. Just
If I had a set, that would make sense.
nutty one.
yeah, just head.
Oh.
Right, next question.
Yeah, next please.
So-
Yeah, Cinder says he does a more adult version of Countdown.
New thing is the clock bounces, it hits the zero.
Oh,
Logic with that is if he doesn't want that
Oh my God.
down, it just sounds like he can't keep a stiffy.
Yeah. What's happening, peeps? See, I'm not asking you. See, I'm not asking you.
Am I right?
No. I would say no. And
I believe you had a question.
I did. So, Instagram. What guided you towards Instagram to being your platform of choice?
My local shop, Spacing Vapors, sorry, I said Spacing Vapors just as someone typed Specsavers. I was like, what the? How I recognise words and all I got was the end. I was like, eh? Spacing Vapors actually said to me that there was an online community, and I'd be able to find out about, more juices and devices and things, and that there'd be people there that would be able to help me, like, especially when the shop's shut. Like, it's like when you first learn, you get to like 10 o'clock at night, you've done trying to do a build and your balls something up, and you're like, but you can't call the shop because the shop's shut. So they sent me to Instagram, and I just I started on my personal, and then sort of realised that all my friends that weren't into vaping, I was just annoying them with it, so I didn't want to be that obnoxious person about it. So I thought, I'll start a separate account, and I got in that way. And I think fairly early on I joined a group. Until they decided to close the group, because everyone's got their life outside of Instagram, and they just didn't have the time for it anymore. But I met a few friends through that way, and just from that it just kept expanding, because it was really look at so and so, they really like the fruit vapes, so they'd be a good person for you to follow and things like that, and it just gradually just kept expanding and just kept going. I'd never really intended anything with it. It was just a place to come and find out a bit more information, really. I hadn't anticipated what it would become for me in the long run. It's been very much part of my mental health journey. And I've had so much support from so many different people, and not just with my mental health. Like, when I first started out, I felt very much like people would see me as the idiot, like, that can't see, that's trying to do all this stuff that they shouldn't do because there's easier versions or whatever.
Who says you shouldn't do it though?
No, but see, that's the thing. There's a lot of things. I'm not on about like the vape community. Like, there's a lot of stuff in life. If people, for example, if I'm out and about, especially if I'm not wearing my eye patch, and I've got my cane and I use my phone,
people just assume like
a lot of people kind of like, what the fuck, you're faking it type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, so I kind of when I came into it, I had that mentality that I was going to have people tell me, well, don't do this because you can have that. And instead of getting that, I had people saying to me, well, okay, try doing it this way, or I find it easiest when I do such and such. Like when I found out, like, I had a goon and the flavour was amazing on it and everything like that, I really, really struggled with the clamp deck. But I think that was just like my second RDA that I'd ever had. And I thought, I'm not going to be able to have RDAs. And I had so many people that came to me with different recommendations of different types of decks. And it just opened all that up for me. So they were really supportive of that. And then there's just been so much support, especially with my eyes. Like, so many people message when I've got my hospital appointments. Like when my nan passed, I had so many people, just there for me with that, and it was just Instagram.
You do get the odd bit of like snobbery within the vape community, but I find on the whole it is generally a really good community to be a part of, to be honest, because I know I've made a hell of a lot of friends out of it. Friends that I would class as being closer to than members of my own family.
It's a wee bit of a bipolar community, because you do have a lot of drama as well as a lot of community. Yeah, you are getting both sides of the spectrum. Mm-hmm.
Well, sure, even we met through the vape community.
We met through the vape community, but just picking up.
Yeah, so did we.
Picking up on 2 points there, that SJ has said. Now, a lot of people in the vaping community, and it seems to be, especially we haven't been exposed too much to the YouTube side of things, but on the YouTube side, especially over the last 6 or 7 months, there's been a heightened awareness of mental health issues, There's been a few live streams, 24-hour live streams that has raised money for mental health, but also not only just raising the money through raffles and auctions, things like that, but people actually coming onto screen and talking about their own health issues. They're coming on into maybe even just in the chat and talking about what struggles that they have had to come through and everything else. Because me personally, a couple of years ago, it's probably 4 years ago now, I was diagnosed with severe clinical depression, and I just went to my work, came home, locked myself away into the door. Tail end of last year, I started slipping back into it again. There was no real triggers to anything to why I'd done it, and I was about to give up everything. Give up review. Well, I'm a so-called reviewer, crapping at that, but and if it wasn't for the likes of Bonnie and other ones in the VUKN community and Michelle and everything else, I probably would have just gave up. So there's a lot of strength to be found, but there's also, as Bonnie says, there's the drama queens, drama kings, snowflakes, jealous twats.
I don't know. I generally speaking, I've had a fairly good experience. I've had 2 people that I can think of that I've actually they kind of got under my skin with it, because when wearing the eye patch, rather, I'm very self-conscious of it. I feel like I look like an idiot as it is. But I try to, I wear fun ones, because if I've got to look like a twat, I might as well have fun with it. And I have had a couple of people who've been rude to me about it. So I basically...
Well, that says more about them than it does about you. If they're that shallow and narrow-minded that they have to resort to insults to make themselves feel good.
I didn't do it very well. And looking back on it, now I would handle it differently, because I've learned, I feel like I've grown a bit more with it and accepted everything with it. But I posted them up on my screen and said, "Congratulations, you've won Wanker of the Week award."
Nice one.
Yeah.
So, but at the end, I shouldn't have done that, because it's just giving them more attention. And
but it also shows everybody else just how big a wanker they are whenever all they can do is make fun of someone because they have an ailment.
Yeah, it was just one of those things.
They're nothing more than a playground bully, and they're the type of ones that need smackdown.
Yeah, it's like people, you can make fun of how I dress, make fun of how I wear my hair. I don't give a shit, but don't make fun of me for something that's not under my control. That's where when people get under my skin. Like,
I'll make fun of you because you use a meat pod.
Well, I make
her flat.
See, I get it for my height as well, like, because I'm just tiny. But I know, like, generally when people are just like having a laugh, you know what I mean. But I also do know when there's
between joking between friends. I've got friends that will, like, me and my brother are terrible. If people would hang out with me and my brother that don't know us, they would be shocked. And we've shocked people in public because of the way we are. Because my brother was born prem. He has hearing aids. He's deaf. So this is why, me and Colin, we're team hear no evil, see no evil. Yeah. This is our thing. We embrace that, but we very much help each other for it as well.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because we get it. We know that it's not mean or whatever. And I've got friends that will say stuff and they can get away with it. But for just some random person that doesn't know me, so come up and just start saying stuff, is and it's not pleasant, especially when like when I was at uni and I first started losing my sight and had to wear the patch and stuff, I had people shouting abuse at me in town for it. So I don't tolerate people being mean about my eyes very well.
But as I said to you earlier, SJ, my dad had an eye removed there 2 years ago. No, it's 2 years. No,
3
years ago. Dad had his eye removed. So My dad had to wear an eye patch over his eye for a long time until it healed down before he could get a glass eye fit and everything else. So I am actually very, very protective of somebody having to wear an eye patch. I become, and it's whenever I saw you at Expo and everything else with the eye patch on and everything else, I was always sort of close by. I'd never actually met you at that stage, but I was also was close by, and if I had heard anybody picking on you or making a derogatory comment about what you had, what you were wearing at that stage, I was just ready to light on them, because it's just in my nature to be protective.
Yeah, but it's like my first expo was absolutely terrifying for me, because my friend was supposed to come and she cancelled at the last minute, and I made the decision, I'm going to go up. I'm really excited for this. And I went by myself. I had to deal with the train by myself and everything. So it was all, anxiety. But once I got there, I met up with Fake Fog. We just hung out the entire time. And
I think you've just said
sorry, SJ.
Just don't even read that comment that Bill wrote, right?
No,
it's Roger's comment I'm laughing at.
Oh no, wait. I missed it all.
But I feel like I'm talking and saying too much, so I'm not sure.
You're not. No, you're not.
No, we're just getting distracted by chat. Don't worry about
that comment.
Rog
went there.
I'm going to time him out in a minute. I'm just going to log on and be a spanner for a minute. I'm kidding.
Specky used to wear one as well. Sorry, SJ, we weren't. You never. It makes a change, and the regulars in this show will probably tell you it's probably a change. Somebody else doing a lot of talking as opposed to me. It's actually a nice, refreshing change for me not having to speak as much. So I am actually loving having you on, and because you're not when questions aren't asked.
Keep quiet and never talk again.
Shut up, Rui.
He needs to ask a question.
You're not just giving an answer as in yes or no. You're actually giving an answer with an explanation behind your answer, which is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, we're going to hear your
Hiya,
story,
Charlie.
which is really
and
good.
if you want to call in, by the way, Charlie, feel free.
Yay!
Give after an hour. Give her an hour.
Yeah. Wait until like 10 at least.
But one of the things I just wanted to say about you're talking about communities and everything else. Ever since I took this notion of trying to bring Instagrammers into the world of YouTube, I have found a whole new world of friendships and friends that I didn't know existed in the world. I used Instagram and I flitted about it and everything else, and I didn't know about this whole community thing. Meeting yourself and Speggy and Charlie and Jay and Marissa last week and everything else, it is opening my eyes up to this whole community, and I'm actually really enjoying it.
One of the things really shocked me with Instagram, I suppose.
Roy, we're getting an echo from you.
The amount of messages I've had from other people saying, I feel stupid even saying it, because I don't feel like I've done anything for these people to say stuff for. But I get people sending me messages saying thank you for talking about mental health, because I am very open about it, and it's not something I hide. I don't hide away the ugly side of it. There is a very ugly side to mental health that is not talked about. It's demonized.
And that right there is part of the problem.
Exactly, because it's demonized, no one talks about it. But I had no shame in saying that not talking about it almost killed me. I ended up spending time in a psychiatric unit. So when I say it almost killed me, I mean it literally almost killed me. Baby girl, you need to learn to shut the door.
So there, we've got a couple of comments there. Mel has said, you're lovely, you really are. Charlie has said, you're an asset to the vape community. Rog also, he's bipolar and he takes meds.
I have bipolar.
Hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Unicorn says hello.
It's something I've noticed, especially since we've done all those.
The auctions and live streams.
There's a lot of people in the vape community that do have mental health issues. But I don't know whether the whole smoking, vaping, nicotine addiction draws that in, or whether it's the whole community. It's that community that's drawing them in.
But like, if you look statistically speaking, people with mental health issues or obstacles, whatever you want to call them, illnesses, doesn't matter what way you refer to them, they are more inclined to do things like smoke, because there's this whole stigma, and it's come a long way since I first started. I first got into with the doctors and that when I was like 16. I didn't get my proper diagnosis until I was 28.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it took 12 years. And even then I only got my diagnosis because I got so bad I ended up in hospital. Okay, it's because mental health isn't talked about. There isn't enough knowledge about it. Or you are very easily put under the easiest categories, which is anxiety and depression. They are the two that the doctors will most go for straight away, which is, it's understandable because they are quite common. Lots of people do deal with it. But I don't want to say a more severe issue because everyone experiences everything different. So I've had people say to me, I'm not as bad as you. Don't ever do that, okay? If you have a mental health issue, whether it's anxiety, depression, bipolar, an eating disorder, whatever the fuck it is, never compare yourself to someone else. Because what you experience is your experience, it's not theirs, okay? So they might have, they might have schizophrenia or whatever, and you might only have depression. It's that there is no thing. This isn't like, so-and-so's got a cold, or someone else has got pneumonia.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. Never ever compare yourself to someone else, because you're invalidating yourself. Okay, don't invalidate yourself. What you feel is what you feel, and it's genuine, and it's your experience.
Hi, John. Hi,
Two
Jude.
people
Was saying.
Two people might be diagnosed with the same sort of thing. You could have two people sat in the same room, both of them diagnosed with depression of some kind. But what's going to affect a person one way is not going to be the same for the other person.
Exactly.
You could sort of almost tie that in with vaping e-liquids. What you might like, someone else might find disgusting.
Exactly.
It all depends on the individual person.
I have a friend that we went to uni together, and she does have bipolar, but what we experience very different to each other. But at the same time, we have things that we can relate to.
Yeah.
This is why you should be able to talk about it, because just because it's not the same as someone else's, having someone else that you can relate to, that isolation, that thing, you don't work properly, you don't belong, or whatever. So this is why I'm so open about it, because even if someone sends me a message and says, I can get that because of this, that, and the other, great. Message me whenever you want. Talk.
Mm-hmm.
So it's looking like we've got
whatever. It's a struggle. Like prior to me going into the hospital, the communication about mental health in my family wasn't so open. Whereas now it's all cards on the table, and it makes such a difference.
Now we've just there seems to be depression and everything, bipolar is hitting a lot of people in the chat and everything else. With Mel and Bill and Biscuit, and Unicorn. Jay said that SJ is honestly one amazing person that has shown so much support and support personally and towards our brand. She's looked after me and Charlie, Jay, Charlie, and I. It was good. It was goodies and felt one amazing friendship. Melanie said that, or Melinda, sorry, it's just because it's Mel. I keep thinking.
I do it as well.
Started vaping to get off the jury. I started up after a severe breakdown in 2016 after they moved here. Bill was first in hospital at 17 and 39 before he got a proper diagnosis and put in the right meds. And John Nash is my number one fan. And he's had such a really bad, horrid past 2 years. Anybody would have driven distraction with the amount of times he's been in hospital and the meds he's on and everything else. So big shout out to John there on that.
And we Jude as well. Don't forget we have to give a wee shout out to Jude as well.
Talk is a big help, so breaking down the walls and stigma. But that's, to me, if you go back even 10 years ago, if people had come out and said I have depression, people would have just went, whatever, get over yourself.
You just need to get out more.
But in the last,
that's one I used to hear quite a lot.
Especially in the last 10 years, that's changed. Pardon?
Oh, some of the things I've heard, like going back before, things are still changing, still growing, we're still learning. I've been told that I should drink more water, I am depressed about, I should look at the good things in life, I should try yoga, I should exercise more, I should get out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I've heard all of those.
Unless Michelle's in a pair of yoga pants in front of me doing yoga, yoga's one of the most boring things on earth. Drink more water. If you drink too much water, you can drown yourself.
I drink water and coffee. Does that count?
Yeah, that counts.
Fun fact, I almost drowned in a cup of water.
Oh, Jesus.
It's easy done.
I am that special.
Okay.
Everyone loved me while I was drowning.
I wouldn't mind drowning in coffee, to
and
be fair.
Sainty,
that'd be a good way to go.
Sainty, having one fan is better than having no fans like you.
Oh. Leave my Sainty alone, you.
Liz, shut up.
That's my troll.
Get him, Sainty. Get him.
Here. Who was it that made Sainty a mod first? So he's my troll.
Nah. We bitches have stolen.
Who was it that got him on cast first?
That was bribery, though. I didn't bribe anybody to come on.
Jeez, Melinda, that's awful.
I didn't bribe him. He wanted us
to
to do something. I told him there were conditions. He went along with it. No one held a gun to his head.
And she wasn't diagnosed until she was 25. That's honestly, it's crazy how long
Are you,
people are
James?
undiagnosed for.
Hey, James.
And I'm hoping it gets better. Like.
Well,
in the
God
I
damn.
have so many different diagnoses.
Hi, Dwayne.
Hi, Charlie. Mr. Charlie, or SJ, Charlie Berkman. SJ has helped save me over the years from I've known her and her from just being open about her experiences, and part because she's an amazing friend.
Oh,
that must
love
be.
you, Charlie.
It's like sure when I asked SJ about when I asked you about coming on here, we're like, why do you want me on the show for? I'm like, because you're awesome. Like, I think your story needs to be heard.
This is what I don't get. Like people say that I'm awesome, and I will never get it because I am just existing. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just here.
Okay. There's two reasons why you're awesome. Okay. One,
you're honest.
Because you're you. You're not trying to be something you're not.
Well, just as well, really. I don't have anything else.
And two, you vape. There's a third one, and you agreed to come on here, so you have to be awesome.
Yeah. This is a tough crowd. No.
But
and James is asking what we're all vaping on tonight. Well, James, if you would have been here at the start of the show, you would have heard that already, sweetheart. But
watch the replay.
I'm on Wick Liquor.
I'm on about 20.
Unicorn Profile.
Wick Liquor.
I'm on.
Charlie's Chalk Dust.
I'm on like all of that.
I have the Spire IVP and the VIT.
I've got too many. Just
and SJ's definitely not using a MePod.
No, not at all.
She's never heard of them.
We'll play a little game.
Don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Type in chat what I'm vaping when I vape it, and that's what you know what I'm vaping.
I've got in double digits with the one up.
For those who don't know or who haven't visited SJ's Instagram, SJ is a brand ambassador for MePod. She's actually got a MePod. She's actually got a MePod there that nobody else in the world has.
Really?
Yep.
You have my attention.
It's got Stitch on it.
Oh, that is so cool.
It's so cute.
It even has SJ in the corner, there, and up on the top plate.
Nice.
That is so cool.
That one is very, very special. So special that I got it tattooed.
Not with black.
Oh, I don't have a black Kelpie. No, I've only got a silver one, Melinda.
That's cool.
So
Cool.
there you go.
That's cool.
Now my
And
son's got a black
I
one.
don't have a Kelpie yet, Melinda.
My son's got a black one. Hey, what's up, Melinda? You just wanted to see it or something? Or
I've only got
Manic's
you
got a
can-
black
you
Kelpie.
can show her my
Yeah.
silver
I
one.
don't have a Kelpie yet. I will be getting one very soon though.
Get one, Bunny. Get on it already.
I fully intend to get one.
They're honestly, they're so amazing. Anyone who doesn't have a Kelpie, go and get one. Like, seriously, the flavour is awesome.
And they're designed by a little unknown struggling reviewer.
He's only got like
That's that wee lad in the shed from Scotland, isn't it?
he's only got like
Oh, he's not
50
in a
odd
shed.
or something.
Oh,
He's
no,
only
that's
got-
right. He's in a tent.
Yeah, 51 subscribers. Or is it 52?
56.
56. Oh, 56 subscribers. He's got a couple more subscribers. He's got 56 subscribers. So
I finished that. Next.
What's next?
do you even know what's in this one?
Probably not.
Tonight
Yes.
we have a special rendition of Guess the Flavour.
If we had smell-o-vision, we might be able to play that game.
Ooh, so
Right.
that's like cherry.
No, we really don't want smelly vision. Not with the way you go off sometimes.
Oh.
I've been good today. I had beans yesterday, but I've been very good today.
What, no onions?
I've had onions today.
Oh, good God.
Red onions.
Go help your office tomorrow.
God,
I'm not in the
You've
office
had
tomorrow.
onions today.
is office are safe tomorrow? I'm not.
Oh, yeah,
however.
tomorrow's bank holiday, isn't it? Yeah, you'll be off tomorrow.
Roy, I haven't seen your rude boy.
I'm just... yeah, it's a good job James retracted that message.
I think what he means is that clock.
It is bad.
Yeah, he left out a letter.
It is bad.
I mean, I saw that. Did we mention the
It's there.
Black
What?
flags
That's not my boat.
in-
Yeah, clock, he meant, yeah.
I'll have to go and get my clock. I have to get my clock a week. I'll have to go and get my cock out.
Oh my goodness, say what now? I sometimes do, Melinda, but I think that's just from the coil itself, you know, because it's like raised quite high up near the mouthpiece. So it could just be that, but just double check. Because if it is part of the paintwork, that's not
Or,
sounding very good.
Mel, what coils are you using? Whose coils are you using?
Are you using a very sweet juice? Because if it burns and then the black crumbles from that, you can get a honey. I've had that, but it wasn't with the Kelpie.
Yeah, I have that as well.
Who wanted to see the rude boy cock?
There only is 2 of these in existence.
Or 3 if you me, because I've got double vision.
Look at you. Greedy. So that means, hang on. Let me get this right. Sorry for taking the tone down a little bit. So that means whenever you're with your partner, instead of seeing 2 tits, you see 4.
That'd be like heaven to some people.
What 2 do you go for?
Mate,
I know, obviously.
this is where you're looking at it wrong. You're assuming I'm seeing it. I'm feeling like Braille.
Ah.
I can read a woman like Braille.
All them bumps in all the right places. Oh,
She's using
oh
the
my
coils
God,
that came with
stop me now. After show, guys, after show.
it. Jesus Christ, I've never tried to remove a comment quicker in my life.
That's what she said.
Yeah, it's alright, James. We'll let you off with that one, sweetheart. We knew what you meant.
You have to try the twisted sugar cookie, that's orgasmic.
Twisted sugar.
No. Orgasmic. Sugary yum yum. Fuck
Do you know
me,
what?
actually.
There is some juices that I want to try. It's the... Oh, what are they called now? With a little bear on it. There's the apple berry pie, and the what is it called?
Strawberries, appleberry pie.
The raspberry ice cream one. I want to try them ones.
The raspberry ice cream was meant to be like a vanilla ice cream with fresh raspberries, but it doesn't taste like that. It tastes like a raspberry waffle.
Yeah, that's why I want to try that one because I love
Nice,
raspberry.
nice chocolate to it as well.
Also, it's cooled as well. Nice.
I
I'll
really
try
like
them.
it. However, my favourite from the dough bear line is appleberry pie.
I want to try that one. Yeah, those two are the ones, the flavours that I quite liked. So they're next on my shopping list. I need to stop buying stuff though, really.
And SJ, we've got you two new followers so far.
Have you?
Yeah, you've gone up 2 since we started.
Because I've used different juices and it keeps happening.
Then
Have you checked inside?
Have you actually looked inside the chamber? Because the only place it'll probably come from is the actual inside of the rim of the chamber. If you take like a cotton bud and actually run it round the inside of the chamber, it'll actually start to see if there's one of those. You'll actually then see if there's any black bits come onto it.
Because I can sometimes see black bits in the mouthpiece, like when I take my tip off. Oh shoot.
But that's just burnt bits of cotton.
Yeah, and that's just burnt bits from the thingy. But
And also, if you're not putting enough cotton into the middle of the coil, then your cotton actually starts to frizzle a little bit. So you need to make sure the inside of the coil is actually packed, especially in the Kelpie.
That reminds me, I need to change the cotton in my Simply X. I keep calling it Simply X, but it's Simple X, which is actually kind of ironic when you think about my XY.
You totally went there.
Putting that cotton in it.
What's Bunny doing on Saturday night?
Ooh, Bunny, what are you doing on Saturday night? Can we join?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
James has asked, you looking forward to Saturday night, Bunny?
What's happening Saturday night? You've lost me, James. What's happening Saturday night?
Something's happening. What am I doing that? I keep moving.
Oh, come on, the Spurs.
Oh, the football. Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to get our asses handed to us. Liverpool's going to beat us, but, you know.
Oh, the bear.
Hey, at least we got to the final.
Specky, 47 minutes to get home last night.
Yeah,
I would have been quicker, but we just pulled out into the traffic coming out of from the Snow Patrol concert.
I want to know why is Bill looking after me?
He's your Instagram probably.
Oh. Very confused.
Which comment didn't post?
Why did
No.
my comment not post?
Which comment? The last comment we had from you was, I don't think it's the juice. I just because I've used different juices and it keeps happening.
I suggest cutting the coil legs short so they don't sit so high.
Right, you might find the Kelpie easy to wick on as well, SJ, because they've done it so that you can have it like
Would it
normal.
drop it post?
No, but it's you can have it. It's one where you can have the legs going that way, or you can have them going that way.
It depends which way you want your legs going. So you can have your legs sitting like that, or like that.
In other
Because
words,
it's a
you can
split
have them
deck.
crossed or uncrossed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I knew there was a comment coming from you. I could see it on your face.
You can see our copies turning on that one.
I made a
Depends
comment about stuff in
on
my.
how you want your legs. It's like, it all depends on what position you try, really.
Yeah, and round somebody's, neck is not the right answer.
I don't know, it seems like a good answer to me.
Depends on the scenario,
I mean,
Stuffing
you could
my
choke
coil
legs,
full of cotton
still win.
until it Oh, Melinda. Oh.
Pretty, isn't it?
No, I'm not going to go there. I was going to make a bad joke, but I'm not going to go there.
It's just not.
What, you make a bad joke?
Yeah.
As if you'd ever do something like that.
Every 5 minutes.
It's good because I don't even get his bad jokes half
It's
the
what
time.
what does SJ put behind her ears to attract women?
Her feet.
Her legs.
Why have I put my legs behind my head? What? Feet? What?
Oh, hey Tetley.
WGD
Tetley.
Vapes.
Is that Ghostbusters in the background?
Have fun at work, mate.
About that, yes.
It is Ghostbusters in the background. Hiya, Tetley. And Tetley,
Hey!
considering I found out information this evening about said person that you wish to have on the show, They've just had a child a couple of months ago, so it may be a while before they're
Around.
to be able to come on to do a live show. But we will ask the question, and we have spoke to somebody that knows the person. So
catch you later, Dwayne.
they'll put a good word in for us.
Catch me.
Really weird because of the way I've got my screen.
What is
I could see the delayed version, the current version. So I'm just like watching that, and then just.
Sorry, I've got same.
You can see that,
No, see, you're fine because you're covered.
and then. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, because what normally comes after you do that?
Don't.
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark.
You can shut up, and so can you. Oh yeah, even at that Maritime Festival today, they even tormented me with that song.
Let's not go, please.
Yeah,
I don't
one
wanna
of the little stage areas that they had the music and stuff going, and of course there was all the wee kids doing the dance routines and whatnot, and of course didn't that song come on? My first words to him was, "Is Roy here?"
That's why they played it on the radio the other day, because I was like, I swear I heard that song played, and I was like, oh.
Because I have Spec.
What's happening?
Hey,
Oh,
we have
shit, he has messed
another
up.
victim.
Like everyone's calling in. Oh damn, it must be 10.
Yep, there's Biscuit as well. Hello.
These are late.
They've messed up my blimmin'. You've messed up my screen.
Holy shit, and I can't see what you're doing.
Yeah, well, look like we dots now.
Hey, Danny.
Who's Danny?
MBK's in the house.
Is he?
Say hello.
MBK's in
Yes,
the
he's in the chat.
Top of the morning to you.
I don't anymore.
Top of the morning to you. Lol.
Yeah, T-Fac.
Pause.
This is where SJ is going to get really confused now because she's going, "Hey, where everybody at?"
Yeah.
I'm
He's
sorry.
fixing it. He's fixing it.
When
Speak
James
saver.
having fucking good dude, and he's just sat there, he's not saying fuck all. Just drinking his tea.
Hi, I'm Mark.
Hi,
Mark, your volume's very low, mate.
Is it
Yeah.
low? Hold on.
Quiet. As for Specky, well, it's Specky, who cares?
It's like Roy's playing Tetris just
You
now,
are?
it's
What
quite
about me?
fun.
Hey, nothing, mate. Go back to sleep.
Specky, would you put your phone sideways, please?
I suppose so, since you asked so nicely.
Yeah.
Is that better?
That's too loud now.
Oh,
Thank you, Specky. That just makes...
How about now?
That's perfect now, Mark.
Well, she's not going to hold now.
She's going to blow.
She's got a blow cotton.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
What's up?
that's it. Liz is like, Roy, hurry up, man.
And Jay is loving the fact that SJ is roasting Specky.
It's fucking dumb.
She'll not be the only one, and she'll not be the last one.
I don't know about your sex life.
No, that's not spit roasting, SJ, just roasting.
See, I got spit roasted was when they use lube.
Well, whatever you're into, SJ, whatever you're into.
Dry roast. Put you in place.
Oh my god. And for once it wasn't Sinner that lowered the tone.
No.
No one warned you about me, did they?
Sorry, Liz. Sorry. Spec Saber on again. Is he trying to ruin the show or something?
See, they're just here to see you. That's literally it. I'm just here to see you. Or we'll talk to you.
Liz?
I take it trolling Saint is the highlight of your week then, Ian.
I think the highlight of the week is the other way around, Sydney trolling me.
Ah, right.
I think I simply trolls everyone.
True.
Roll, I thought you said control. I thought I was going to lead.
Can I just say at this point, before we go any further, I used to like Liz.
I don't know. I know this.
Roy, you love Les and you know you do. It's when she stops insulting you that you have to question your friendship.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So-
He says I love you instead of a sarcastic comment.
Since we've got two new people in, Specky, what do you have for
Yes?
tea?
What do you have for tea?
What I've just finished it.
What you vaping on?
ABC.
I am on.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hello. I am here, but it is 10:05 and I have a very grumpy idea.
And I am on the V1 unicorn.
Show off.
Shiny.
In this stew.
Show off.
What number is it?
It is number 0008.
Ooh.
Show off.
Wow, really?
So is that higher than 0002?
Oh,
But
Oh,
the question,
you might have unicorns.
the question
I
is,
have a
though,
crack.
do you have a white brass 3-in-1 with a matching RDA 0002 and a matching tube 0002?
No.
I see. I do.
Yeah, but I'm not Team Unicorn. You are.
Is this some kind of dodgy dick measuring contest or what?
Pretty much. My dick's shinier than yours.
Well, you
Yeah,
never know.
exactly.
You never know. Funny whatever you're. Well, you never know.
I'm better than you.
You never know. Boys and their toys and all that.
I
Well,
know,
just
right?
hang on a minute. So I measure mine up here.
Yeah, just.
I'll get mine out.
Oh,
I'll get
my.
mine out if you get yours out.
No, I'll not go there.
I was gonna say something there, but never mind.
I'm waiting for 08085. Boobs. Oh, boobs.
Oh, boo.
Wait, I just realised what this is. It's not a penis contest at all. We're learning how high they can count.
I know, right?
I can't count
thought-
very high.
I was just talking about the size of my feet.
Oh, Charlie's just out trumped us all, Specky.
She's got 0000.
I know. Well,
Tiffany blue.
Oh, it's so gorgeous though.
she's also got an RDA, I think, which is 00000.
No, is that not Stockwood's got that?
I think Charlie has one too.
And Mark, what are you vaping on?
I am vaping on my year-old pod.
Is that the
It still works, doesn't it?
Yeah, year-old pod by Smock Infinix. Well, Smock Infinix. With a 1-year-old pod that I use almost every day.
Oh my god.
Cool.
I'm liking this new setup. The side on.
You like it?
I'm cool. No.
Yeah, I'm very cool.
Is that your
Keep me
good
looking at
side or
the
your bad
camera.
side?
Look
Well,
at the camera.
Well, how about that side?
That's
side's
better.
I'm for that side.
And I'm on the Aegis Legend with the FB.
Nice.
Is that the FP designed by that other slightly small, unknown 1/4 of the UK vape show? What do you call him? The vaping milkman?
He's like the vaping. I think he's like the vaping postie giant or something.
It's like
It's like
Postman
a pure
Pat or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the vaping parcel force.
That's the one.
Useless bastards.
DPD.
And I'm just about to set up my noisy cricket with the Goon 1.5.
Oof. Is that an
Nice.
original Noisy Cricket or the 2-25?
New, the original.
Ooh.
Nice.
That looks a good nick.
Yeah, it is.
Cue all the postie jokes.
Yeah, the gaping postman.
It has got autocorrect, or everyone is spelling gate.
No, there was a parody Twitter account set up because the person we're talking about goes by the name of the Vaping Postman, or TVP for short, and somebody set up a parody Twitter account last year and called it the Gaping Postman, and it was absolutely hilarious.
But does anyone else like? Am I the only one? Like, we need to start it. It's the TVP. That's whatever. Sounds like some sexually transmitted disease.
I wonder who that Twitter account was.
I'd love to know, Tetler.
Oh,
Because it was
Becky.
brilliant.
I've totally claimed
I have a
that.
fair idea.
That's,
You what? Sorry.
I've totally claimed this now. It's so good. The kilo. It's very
Oh,
good.
the Perry good.
It's very good indeed. It's so nice. No! He's
Oh, does
away-
Roy like it too? Does he?
He's away hiding now. No, he said it tasted like perfume.
No. If you want a juice that tastes like perfume, you've got to have that.
Oh. Oh, the blue, because it's blueberry. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As if
Does
you
this
just
look-
put that up there.
Is that angry enough?
Oh my Jesus!
Yeah, I think that's angry enough.
I think you put that up.
Oh, and James, if you're still listening, no, Empire doesn't get a weekly bum lick, and it's nice I've got to say about Empire is probably deserved, but Chris would be the first person to tell you if I've got something to say to him, I say it to him, because I know the person, I've spoke to him, so at the end of the day...
Yeah, James, Chris will always get a weekly bum lick from me because he sponsors my show. So yeah.
But I don't bum lick him if I think something's. If I was bum licking Chris, would I have said that his EVC custard tastes like Bird's powdered custard?
Sure.
Don't think so.
Sure, we've got that pineapple downstairs that can get put to good use.
Saint it's just with that one. I want to respond to him because
we play with the trolls.
we play with them.
Hey, look, we're sitting on 30 thumbs down tonight.
Woohoo!
That's like the
Because I'm here.
The one downside of a noisy cricket.
I feel like that's a bad thing.
What's the downside?
What's the downside?
3 vapes and it's empty.
Yeah, three vapes and it's dry.
I don't. The last time I tried licking Chris's ass, I got a hair between my teeth.
Yeah, he's like a gorilla.
Yeah.
I was just giving you a floss after.
No, you need the Red 21 King of Clubs. What? Oh shit!
Oh, is
What
that
have I got?
Is that cherry one? Oh, it tastes like cough medicine. It's gross.
Is it
Yeah.
the King?
Yeah.
No, I've got the Queen and the Blackjack.
What was
No,
that other one
well,
that you had?
I was so looking forward to this because it's right up my street, mint, a berry mix, and I thought, yeah, this is going to be good. Vaped on it for a good, 2 days? And while I was sitting outside vaping it, it was okay, but sitting in the house was completely different, and it was just like vaping perfume.
Oh.
Now, Bunny,
I agree.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it was,
I agree.
it was
There
not
was-
a pleasurable experience at all.
I
So
agree with Jay. Biscuit needs a unicorn already on top of that noisy cricket.
Bunny, that's one of the reasons why I have always said that I will never do juice reviews on the cuff, i.e. just open the bottle and review it straight away. It's why I'll always review. I will spend a couple of days with the juice first of all. You know what it's like indoors, outdoors.
I vaped for a few days before I started but you got to let it settle. You got
yeah, well, I like to give it at least 1 day. 1 day of steady vaping before
I make my own juice.
voice an opinion on it. But yeah,
Got a big enough bottle there, Biscuit?
Oh yeah, just a litre. That'll be gone tonight.
Can you hold some more of that, please?
I love Vape Dodo's Alpine Berry. I think it's lovely.
Rog, you take care. Hope the wee one's okay.
Rog,
See you later. Adios,
love.
amigos.
large. Yeah, I personally didn't rate Dodo.
I like their oh my god, what was it, Castaway Coconut. See, when I first vaped it though, I swore it tasted
is
like
that coconut one? Is that the one you let me try?
Yeah.
but the first time I ever tasted it, I thought it tasted like them. What was it? The cherry drops. You know the cherry drops sweeties you used to get. I swore it tasted like that, and he was like, no. He was like, I can taste the coconut, and then after a couple of days, I was like, oh, there's the coconut now, yeah. But it was so yummy anyway, like all the same.
Yeah, that coconut one was amazing. There's Gail and hi babes.
Hi, Gail.
Hi, Gail.
Hi, Gail.
There's my bitch. Yay.
I have a unicorn already on top of my unicorn view on there. Good. I'll keep it that way till we put any other already on top of it.
No, don't you ever dare. No more.
Has anyone got a unicorn RDA? So show me deck.
RDA to show you the deck.
Excuse my messy build.
Okay.
Oh, it's very Goon-esque, isn't it? The deck, but it's like got a clamp instead.
But it's not a pack, which means I can use it.
Yeah,
It screws.
Yeah,
Screws
but
down
we
in.
separated.
they've got individual post holes.
And it's got an 8 mil capacity juice well in it.
Yeah, nice,
Just well.
Wow.
nice deep juice. Yeah.
Better than that then.
And
Yeah.
with the air holes being so high up on it.
Yeah, side airflow. That's
One of the
a
things,
winner for me right there.
and one of the things as well, with this, Mark, is the fact in the baggie of screws and spare parts, there is your star heads, your flat heads, and your torque head screws. They supply all of them, so you can choose what screws you want to have in it. Plus,
That's a good idea.
it comes with the metal drip tip on it as standard to match your. But you then can get the matchy resin one, which then will match if you're getting it with the mech. It matches the button.
Nice.
The V1s are good as well. I've got the knurled.
That's the knurled
That is
V1.
so gorgeous.
Are they 21700 then? Mark?
No, the V1 isn't, but the V3 is a 3-in-1.
Oh,
It takes 21 2700s and 18 650s.
And can I just say, with the right build in it, it's like a truck full of dildos.
I'll answer in a second.
My favourite mech I've got is that one.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
What's that one?
That's the paper.
Vapor's
Paper's
got
cloud.
11, just a clown. But it still hits quite well.
So SJ, we've got a question for SJ. Besides orange, are there any other vapors you can't vape?
Flavors.
I said flavors.
No, you said besides orange, is there any other vapors you can't vape?
I said flavors.
Vapors.
No, you didn't.
But yes, I cannot vape aniseed or licorice.
Oh yeah, I'm with you there. I am with you there.
Honestly, I cannot stand the taste. It makes me feel sick. Even like as a food, like every Christmas, Dad gets 30 bassets, and I have to leave the room when he's eating them because the smell makes me feel sick.
Yeah.
I can't do aniseed or licorice.
I am with you. Yeah, I'm with you there. Same with me with orange as well. Anything that's got orange in it, or even blood orange, like it throws me every time. I'm like, no.
Well, if I vape orange, it makes I'm apparently allergic to it, and it closes my throat up.
Oh jeez, that's not good.
So we don't vape the orange.
Yeah.
But the downside is there are a lot of like tropical flavors, and they just say tropical. So if I try it, it's pot luck.
Oh
Doesn't
yeah.
have orange on it.
Yeah.
I once had a breakfast marmalade that were really nice.
Not a marmalade fan at all.
It was you could like with a marmalade on toast, so you could taste the toast and the marmalade.
Was that the Dagenham Vapors one, the breakfast?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
the just sauce.
Just tasted like it was disgusting. It just tasted like burnt toast.
Tasted absolutely beautiful to me.
No, it was rotten.
It's jam on
Absolutely foul.
Sainty, you can. Sainty, if you message me, I'll keep you in the loop, mate, like I did last time. Sainty saying he doesn't have Instagram to speak to Unicorn, but Sainty, if you come through me, I'll send you the direct message that I get from Jay himself. So.
Have you still got the links on there?
Jay's not a bad spot at all. Like,
I'm not a fan of full either, though. I can have some menthol if it's not
But it's
too.
not.
Oh, I know, but for anyone else in the chat.
But most menthol flavours didn't make my head just explode.
Dude, it's Jay.
I seen you vaping Truth or Prayer earlier, Michelle.
I was, yeah. That's nice. Do you know, I found it quite savoury. Like, as
The
opposed
Truth or
to...
Prayer.
Yeah, as opposed to being sweet. I get really big savoury notes on it.
It's actually really nice. It's actually Jay and Charlie told me this, but see if you actually have it with a salt shop, it's far nicer.
Oh, is it?
Far nicer.
Hang on, I will.
But yeah, I had that in this earlier and it was nice, but then I wanted to try the kilo, so I've got that in there now. That's so good.
Jay, you can post links in the moment.
I think you got right.
Yeah.
Okay, Roy, you're going to have to invest in a dry hit counter for whenever you're not noisy cooking. Yep, there's dry hit number 1. What are you trying to do? You trying to do Gale out of a job?
And Vic.
Let's call
If you had a unicorn RDA, it would still be going 8 mil.
Yeah. That's what he gets for using a noisy cricket.
It were going so well in that vape, and then all of a sudden it was just boom.
Yeah, that's what he gets for using a noisy cricket.
Just took an extra long hit from it, like boom. Oh.
Yeah, good night, Logan. Good job with the we're using.
Question for SJ.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I know the word unicorn has now become synonymous with the vape gear and everything else. But before I ever knew of unicorn and everything else, I had one of the questions that was asking Instagram was, what is their unicorn mod? I.e., what is the one mod that they desire they haven't got that they could, if the money was no object, that they would go out and get tomorrow?
I don't think I have one anymore. Not really. I think, like, if in an ideal world, if money was no object, I would have every edition of me mod there is.
Like everyone.
Instead of like having, because I've got like 1 or 2 from the gentleman's collection. I've only got 1 from the rave. Like I would have each one, so I would have all 4 raves, all the gentlemen's, blah blah blah. But that's, I suppose if I was to say if I had money for another mod that I truly love, I would get another Aether. I am in love with it. It is brilliant. It's just, Expo, and it's just, I would have another one. It's so easy to use and it's comfortable for me. And what I struggle with a lot is, I'm a small person. I'm sure Michelle could probably relate.
Yeah.
I'm a small person. I have small hands.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the mods are generally designed, I don't know, maybe they're designed by men, but I feel like they're more geared towards men, even in how they look. And they're like really comfortable. Like I got the Red Phantom because the screen on it is brilliant for me. I can see it, and that's a huge requirement for me. But it's just big enough.
I will, Bill. Thanks.
There's another one that I can see. It's just.
What about yourself, Mark? If money was no object, what would you get?
Money no object.
Unicorn.
No, I'd want the Vicious Ant Spade.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And Bill, I hopefully have an IPV Revo coming very soon to me, I hope. Apparently, I'm supposed to be the first person in the UK to receive one. Whether they hold that out to me or not is another matter, but apparently it's still coming to me.
I considered buying a Vicious Ant Spade at Expo, and I was like, no, because if I buy that, then I could only probably buy like one more thing, and then that'll be my budget gone. So I was like, no, I better just hold off.
Don't lie, why didn't give you enough pocket money? You didn't do enough house chores.
That's it.
Good night, Gail.
Night, Gail, babes. Hope you're feeling better soon, sweetheart.
I'd only want it to replace this.
Oh, is that the Pulse?
Yeah.
That's got the squonk hole in the wrong place.
Oh, you say that all the time.
It's perfect for me. What?
It's got the squonk in the wrong place. See, it's not perfect. You look how much fiddling you have to do to get your thing there. See how much fiddling it took you?
Only because I didn't have my hand right, because I'm holding it to the camera, but just there, like that.
See, that's in the perfect place.
Mine's in the right place. My only issue is it's designed for right-handed people. I need it on the other side.
But was it being in the front? You can be left-handed or right-handed. It doesn't matter.
See, I'm a left.
Look at the size of it in comparison.
Top side. Top side.
Yeah, top side's got it in the front.
But the question is, Roy, is that the front or is that the back?
No.
My original Pulse.
Yep, that was the one I had.
I've just cleaned it today.
Piece of piss.
I had one as well, and I got rid of it after a couple of months.
What, top side?
No, the original Pulse.
Oh.
But yeah, I have a top side. I don't have it here with me. It's back at my own house.
Top side?
But it's my daily beater. Well, it was until I got this. I'm using this at the minute, but
I love the Aether too much.
I tend to sway more towards the IPV as well lately. I think it's just because the Zeus X. Oh, it's such a good time.
I know you swine. I spent a lot of time using it on the stand. So did I, Bill. And have you, Bill? You can back me up on this one. I know Vic loves showing off his SX one, but it sounds like a dentist drill. The IPV version just buzzes and it's silent. It's just like a vibration in your hand whenever it's spunking.
It's what? Spunking.
Squonking.
Is that like vibrates?
I'm done.
Or is it because it vibrates?
Something that vibrates.
Bonnie knows all about vibration.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I went there. I can't take it back now.
Bonnie's the queen of vibration.
That's all you get.
I believe that's
Leave those jokes. They were done away with. No more. I had 3.5 years of that pish. Knock it in the head.
I just said you're the queen of vibration. I didn't say anything else. You're the one that's taking it every further.
Get in that naughty corner now.
That's right, Michelle. Get him tail.
Face the wall.
The SX mini one sounds like Vic got kicked in the nuts while saying yee.
Oh, it's so loud. It's so loud. I couldn't.
I have one of
So,
those.
Roy, if money was no issue, what mod would you buy?
If money was no issue, what mod would I buy? Now, I probably would commission a one-off unicorn mech. A one-off, never ever to be repeated ever again. Just one to be made, and that would be it.
Exclusivity.
Yeah. Also, I would probably get. This is taking it one stage further. I would take the unicorn metals that they use. I know this would be damn heavy, but I would get it made into a squonk.
Unicorn squonk.
So it'd be like 3 of them, because I was sitting looking at it when I had the 3 of these in my hand. I was taking the picture the other day. Where did the other one go?
Here it is.
You could make a squonk.
total, just melt them down and make a squonk.
You could get a squonk like that with the 3 batteries, 2 batteries, and then where the third one would be your squonk bottle coming up. So it would be actually like that. And that feels so lovely in the hand. And just the right weight and everything else. So that would be would be my look at that.
Oh, there we go.
Squonk is being worked on.
Yeah, still telling the secrets.
So, but a unicorn squonk, that would be, you know, it's one of those that you would be like, wow. And the metal of it. Yeah, and Bill, I totally agree with you. The shape fits a lot nicer in your hand compared to the SX one. I think IPV, what they do is they watch what's SX doing and then make it better.
You'd have to steal
They get in there
the
first,
top
I
side,
think.
top fill as well.
I wouldn't give 2 fiddlers how it was filled. Honestly, I wouldn't.
I do love that top fill feature though on the top side.
What about you,
So-
Michelle?
so
What would you buy?
Oh, I don't actually know. Something super shiny.
You'd be
oh,
saving for like some stretch
a
arm
diamond,
strong, or
a
be stretch
diamond,
leg strong.
a diamond encrusted vicious ant spade. Yeah.
I would
Oh,
just be
she's
so in your
going for the
hand.
bling.
Yeah, but it'd be all smoothed out so it's shiny. So it's smooth in the hand. No, I don't know. A vicious ant spade, yeah, definitely. I'm wanting one of those.
Just a nice plain stab wood vicious hand spade for me.
Ooh, I like the blue one. Blue one's nice.
Bunny?
What I've always wanted, V2 Kadama.
The Minikin.
V2 Kadama. And it would have to be purple.
Oh yeah, nice.
Purple or blue.
Mhm.
That's what I would go for if money was no object.
Speggy?
Yes. I don't know. It's hard to say. There's quite a few on my list, to be fair, but
What's top of your list?
See, for a while I did have 3 unicorns that I wanted to get, and I've been fortunate enough that I now own 2 of them, so I only have 1 unicorn left, and that
The
is
Hex.
the V2 Kodama, because I always wanted a version 2.1 Hexo. I got one. I wanted the Grandmother's Courage Clog G-Class when that came out. I managed to get my hands on one of those as well. And now the next one is going to be the Stabwood Kodama V2. Although saying that, I do quite like the Lustro as well, but for me personally it would be the V2.
So what's
I
the
don't know.
What's
I don't know what I'm about.
Choose one. Choose one.
The fill is easy on the Revo and it's a 10mm. Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it? Yeah, it is 10mm.
Vicious
And
Landscape.
same day, by the way, these are new spectacles, right? Bitch.
So
I reached the stage today where I think, yes, heads up, I don't know what anyone's doing right now. I can't read anything. My eyes reach the point where
that's all right. We'll keep you up to date if there's anything goes on there. Where's next for your channel? Where would you like to see it go, SJ?
I don't know, I think I'd like to do more. I'd like to do more with the mental health. I'd like to be able to make people aware of vaping as a tool in regards to mental health. Like, I know a lot of us, sorry, never mind, mouth's not looking at that. Like, for a lot of us, vaping was because we wanted to quit cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
But I have recommended to some of my friends, and they've never they have no intention of ever starting smoking. But I have recommended that they vape nick-free because it is such a fantastic tool with mental health, and people struggle to understand why. And I'm not on about, some of the other stuff in vape. I'm just on about, standard juices. But it is such a great tool, right, for anxiety, because what a lot of people don't understand, like people say, if you ask a doctor, they say don't smoke if you're anxious, because the nicotine and all that, like, actually increases your heart rate. Well, then think about
Seriously, Mark?
Mark.
Yeah, my phone just gone off.
Yeah, that was loud.
Sorry guys.
Sorry for the headphone users.
Ow.
Mark?
Pardon?
I've turned it off.
Yeah.
So, I'm guessing then.
I will be telling my girlfriend that she's in trouble.
Yeah, she's deafened us all.
She knows that I'm on.
That's why she's ringing you.
Is it that time of month?
It's a good job she doesn't know what channel I'm on, isn't it?
I should be on here trolling you.
Yeah.
So, I'm guessing SJ Sibida plays a part in.
it does, but if you ignore the similar side of things, right? With anxiety, the whole action of vaping, without consciously thinking about it, you are regulating your breathing.
That's true.
So you can be full, anxiety mode, where everything is too much, your chest is tight, you feel like you can't breathe, and you vape, and because of that, you're regulating your breathing because you're inhale and exhale, and the whole the visual aspect of it, of that plume of vapor, you see it online as a meme or whatever, of inhale the good shit, exhale the bad shit. It is a literal representation of that in regards to anxiety. If you inhale to calm yourself, and when you exhale, you're exhaling that anxiety.
That is so true. Yeah.
So, on a, you're not consciously aware of the fact that you are doing this. And if you've ever been to CBT or anything for anxiety, they give you breathing exercises. But the problem is, when anxiety hits, your brain isn't functioning enough for you to use these breathing exercises.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where vaping and anxiety is really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Because it it calms you without you having to try and focus, because a lot of the breathing exercises, I mean, from the ones that I were given, for example, you had to count your breaths. You don't have that mental capacity to be able to count your breaths.
Because you're panicking.
So you're stressing yourself even more because you can't do the exercise you need to calm down.
Yeah.
So, like, from that aspect, it's brilliant. Like for me, like the me pod has been a very big part of my journey of anxiety. Because especially if I'm out by myself, I use my cane. And before I had a me pod, it was always having to, if I wanted to vape, I had to stop, I had to take it out of my pocket, I had to vape, then I had to put it back in my pocket and I go. And I have no peripheral vision, I have no depth perception. It's not in front of me, it doesn't exist. You know,
and there's Bill's brought up a good point there, saying that when he has panic attacks, he normally has them where he can't vape.
See, I tried vaping it once, and it gave me a real banging headache.
I never tried it.
I can get that sort of, it sort of relates in regards to like my experience with the me pod and how I use it. But like it became, because like it's very vulnerable to having to stop and do that when you can't see around you. Like I have no idea if someone's walking beside me until they are that far in front of me that they are in my line of vision.
Yeah.
See, I have that if you come up this side of me, because I have partial tunnel vision in my right eye and I have a slight hearing loss in my right ear, so if you come up this side of me, it spooks me.
Yeah.
You come up this side of me, I'm fine. But if you come up this side of me, it tends to spook me.
That's what I tried to do it on me, it'll still shit me up. But my brother has done it in my house. I came out.
Always happens to me when I'm walking down the street and a bus comes past. Brings the life out of me.
But yeah, so I got me or the lanyard. It's there. I don't have to stop to get out of my pocket.
I never looked at vaping that way though as well, though, that it could help regulate your breathing when you're having like a panic attack or an anxiety attack. I never like, you know, yeah,
but
it makes sense.
What I really like from a mental health aspect in regards to me pods is they're all different textures.
Yeah.
So for me, like if I'm going somewhere and I'm triggering for anxiety, I'll be more likely to use like one of the suedes.
Mm-hmm.
I can fiddle with it.
Yeah.
The suede itself, because it's that material, it's the whole, you know, like this. It soothes you. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing. And when
it's like a comfort blanket.
Yeah. Oh, and even if I don't use it, if I've got a chain or a lanyard, I can just play with them.
Yeah.
And you know, that gives comfort and helps to calm me as well. So I mean, from that aspect, from the anxiety aspect, brilliant. What I have talked about before, in one of the lives I did, is, you know, I have bipolar, I have type 1 bipolar, lately all different types, but the type I experience psychosis, which means I see things that aren't there, I hear things that aren't there, I see all sorts. I have been in my room, and where there should, you know, it should be a room, I'm in the middle of a field.
Oh wow.
I've been in a place, I was in a tattoo studio that I used to help out at, and I cleaned it and that lot. But I was looking down at the floor, and the tattooist was like, "What you looking at?" I had rats running around my feet. Okay, so, you know, this is what I think I was saying about earlier, there is an uglier side that no one talks about. Yeah. And that experience I know I talk about. But what I find, because it's taken me a while to get used to it, to find the pre-warnings to it. But there are, if I figure out before, I can use the cylinder and hopefully knock it on the head. If it gets going, then the cylinder can stop it from going full blow. But prior to that, I could use vaping in itself to ground myself, because I would focus on the flavour. So, on the inhale I get strawberries, but they're kind of artificial tasting, and on the exhale I get the grape or whatever. I would pick apart the flavour as I baked it, because as I was doing that, my brain would start to focus on what I'm doing, and it kind of shuts down the other bits that are trying to bring in all this stuff that isn't actually there.
Yeah.
So I would use so that it's got multiple uses. And I've even, I don't know, maybe this is an across the board thing, maybe it's a me thing. I have flavours that I have for particular things. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one that's got, in the summer I'm more inclined to vape fruits and ice. Winter I'm more, pies and stuff. But I can relate, like, I can do flavours to suit episodes.
Right, were you just picking your nose?
Yeah, he was.
Comforting vape.
He was digging for gold. I know. No, but that sounds, yeah.
I totally relate to that, because one of the courses I went on with one of my previous lives, Orange, sent us on what's called a positive mental attitude course.
I don't know, I'm on this again.
And one of the things they teach you to do is to find your strawberry. I know it sounds weird, but it's for you to close your eyes for 10 seconds and think about something that really makes you feel relaxed, whether that's sitting beside a pool in the sunshine, whether it's eating a nice meal or something like that. So the relation of flavours to different things. If a strawberry vape say if it was a strawberry vape that was something that made you feel relaxed, or the last time you remember vaping a strawberry vape, it made you feel really, really relaxed. So if you feel anxious and you take a strawberry vape, it takes you back to that time when you're feeling relaxed. It's the same. You also can have, the only thing about it is it can also have the opposite effect. If the last time you took a real panic attack and you were using a certain flavour, that certain flavour again could also trigger your mind back to that panic attack and actually play the opposite.
It is all about association. But I think for me, it's one of my comfort flavors is pretty much anything from Bob.
Because there's Bill saying he focuses on the flavour whenever he gets anxious.
It's got to be a good one. But my association with that goes all the way back to when I was a kid. My great nanny grew her rhubarb.
That's my comfort flavour.
Best thing in the world. So I've got that association. So if I am in that space where I need that comfort and that happiness or whatever, I will go to a rhubarb vape.
So, Mark, is that TVP's Kilberry?
No, it's my own. I made it myself.
Keyberry.
What's Keyberry? Keyberry?
Keyberry yogurt.
It's just my own made stuff that I just come up with. Well, not come up with, it was based on TVP's idea, but just my own ratios.
I thought Biscuit Comfort was a rat up the bum.
That's only on a Friday, certainly.
I ain't got a rat, I got a hamster.
Oh.
As long as it's not an otter. As long as it's not an otter, SJ's okay.
You going to yours?
I said as long as he hasn't got an otter.
An otter?
Yeah.
Oh,
I ain't got an otter.
confused.
Think back to what we were talking about earlier, SJ, before the show.
I like otters.
I know.
Otters are so cute, then.
You only said that, Michelle, because they're the same size as you.
Oh, shush now. I'll be sending you that bloody naughty corner.
Otters hold each other's hands when they don't float away.
I
Float away
know,
from each
they're
other.
so cute.
Yep.
Aw, I remember seeing them at the zoo.
they're actually quite violent little creatures.
They can be quite vicious, but they are lovely.
The cutest when they're eating stuff off the chest while they're laying it water.
They can crack shells on their
Or when
chest.
when they've got like a clam and they've got a little rock and
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to crack it open. Yeah.
Just punch him in the. Why is everybody being so violent tonight?
I can't. He's like.
I actually met Michelle for the first last night, and I actually couldn't believe how small she actually was. I
That's
said, "What?"
What have you? Is that a big dildo?
Roy.
You not pervert my cane.
It's what it looks like.
It's a cane.
No,
It's a folded up cane.
It's folded up.
My eyesight that bad.
I might need to borrow
Yeah.
that later.
the javelin.
It extends.
That's probably about the height of me, to be fair.
Ah, Roy. I'm sorry. Weren't we on about measurements earlier?
I'm 136 centimeters tall.
Oh no, you're taller than my cane. My cane's 121.
Oh, not by much though.
It's not much. It goes up to your shoulder.
That doesn't include the rollable tip, so it's probably 131.
That's Janice, if you lose your cane, you can just say, Michelle, lie down here and just hold her feet and wheelbarrow her.
Just let me hold you.
And Melinda, good things may come in small packages, but so does rat poison and cyanide.
Yes, you do well to remember that.
Yeah, those could be.
That's
Oh, Bunny, remember that cup we saw?
Mm-hmm.
And
You
no
were
harm to
poisoned.
anybody. If somebody offered me a small handful of gold or a big bundle of gold, I'd rather the big bundle of gold.
That's because you're a greedy fuck.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
But you're not
Depends
gold.
though.
You're
What if
priceless.
the big bundle of gold is only 12 carats, but the little bundle of gold is 24?
Ah, see, he's got a point there.
I'll tell you what, let him have the big pile of gold, because knowing his luck, he'll get fucking full gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
But I'm rich. Fuck all.
Pardon?
What?
Say what?
SJ, you broke up badly there.
Yeah, we're getting red bars from SJ at the minute.
Away from bollocks.
Your brother's gone back on his Xbox.
Oh, that little bastard. But this is my brother's timekeeping skills, where he's like, you only do like a couple of hours, right? And it's like 10 to 11. That's like he's like, it's been a couple of hours.
Yeah, so tell him to piss off. We've still got 10 minutes yet.
11 minutes. 2 words.
I'd go and plug it, but he killed me.
Something jellyfish.
Irukandji.
In a kanji, jellyfish.
Irukandji. Jellyfish.
Is that a food?
No, it's the most poisonous jellyfish in the world.
Oh, I thought that was the box jellyfish or whatever it's called.
Oh, he's got that fucker, isn't
No, box jellyfish are more common.
Ah.
Yep.
Tiny yet extremely
Tiny, yet
deadly and
extremely
painful.
deadly and painful. Mm-hmm.
That's
Sorry,
me.
Jay's just messaging me here about Alaskan pipelines. And
Deadly little creature.
Unlike my tattoo, which is a
Tell
very
me-
large,
Look at this here.
deadly scorpion.
Tell me get in this call already.
Yeah, I like that. I like that tattoo. That's
Yeah.
my star sign right there.
Mine too. I was born 14th of November.
I'm the
Fuck off,
third.
really?
Yeah?
4 days before my
12th of November.
I'm the
No
third.
way.
Yeah.
I'm the 3rd of November.
Way, November birthdays.
We're all Scorpios.
Yeah, we're all stingers.
Well, you know what your parents were doing on Valentine's night?
I know.
Yep.
Well, you know
Didn't
they
know,
want
everyone
this.
should do
So
Valentine's.
it's just gonna be fun.
I'm not a November baby, I'm a March baby.
Her 8-year-old is taller. Yeah, I don't doubt that, Bill. Honestly, I don't doubt that at all. Kids are massive these days.
Jamie may lose the chat now because he's messaging me.
Jay, can you not see he's busy?
Just come in,
You
join
know,
us.
I
Jay,
will not
call in.
That's from Jay.
Ow!
Join us and make us all skint again. Dare you?
I'm working against farms.
Yo, Jay contacts me and goes, "Oh, we've got the prices for the new V1s." So of course he goes on to a call because I wanted to see what they look like.
Hmm.
And So he was showing me the white brass, he was showing me the silver, and I couldn't choose which between the two of them. So there, he waited until I had sort of settled, 3/4 of the way settled on the white brass.
Then he showed you something else.
No. Then he goes, oh, but the stainless steel 00002. Knowing fine rightly that I'm going to go, yeah, I'll just give me both.
I was going to get the white brass one. And
Played you like a fiddle.
He showed me the gnarled one and it has number 13 and I'm like, oh, that's a lucky number.
I'm a 27 dripper.
27. Specky's dripper. 27 crew.
Whoop whoop.
That's my forever age, 27.
That's your forever age, did you say?
Yep.
And when you hit it?
Forever 27.
Businessman of the year.
I've only got one mod with a serial number, and it's a fake.
Every mod you have is a serial number.
Really? Where? That doesn't have one.
That will do.
It'll have it like under
will
the
have
cover,
somewhere.
probably.
Probably on the box.
QC card?
Yeah, maybe.
He's on his Xbox, I can hear. The problem is, when Colin is on his Xbox, he wears a headset,
Oh.
but when he wears a headset, he has to take his hearing aids out.
Oh.
Like, he has the volume on maximum, but he has no concept of how loud he is.
Like most brothers.
Yeah,
I don't know any brothers.
my younger brother's like that too.
I have a brother.
Colin's got being deaf.
The special one.
Yeah, my parents had me, they stopped.
Deaf person, they're being loud.
Then you
There's
did.
loud.
He's playing your phone for.
Because I said that John was my cousin.
Jay, or not Jay, Specky. Get
Yep.
your missus to come on and say hi. We've never seen her. Come on, get her to come on.
Come
Jay,
on,
do you know what?
Lauren.
You know how long I've been friends with Jay and Charlie for? Jay and Charlie have seen her once.
Pull her on camera. Tell her to come on camera.
She's just ran out.
I was like,
Here, you've got the camera. Go follow her.
No, she's away because we man's crying. She's away to see the man.
Aw.
Excuses.
There's look. I was supposed to have it with my iPad, but I don't really want to show everybody my messy house.
It's alright, mine's messy too. I dare
I
have
haven't
my
done the
camera.
housework.
That's why I've got that up here. It's,
Yeah, you,
I know.
you
There's
don't
like,
want to see mine. Mine looks like an explosion in a vape shop.
Or mine.
that's
don't
just,
want to see what you look like.
No. Come on, Lauren.
I thought you were in a wee room by yourself.
Me?
No, Mark.
that's a messy room.
It's not that
No,
bad.
that's a tiny room compared to my living room.
Mark,
I've seen worse.
you watch it? Oh,
Oh my god.
I was right in the.
That's just as
No,
dead.
no, Roy. That table's tidy. There's
Oh
still
my god!
There's still space
That's
on there.
worse.
Can we not try to out?
There's still space on that table, Roy.
I made him do
Roy.
it.
Tidy.
I made him do it, buddy.
I won't move that camera. Okay.
I haven't showed you my latest
There's my table.
vape stuff.
See, that's fucking spotless.
what's your latest vape stuff?
I'll show you here. You see this? Deal I got a deal of the year.
He walks.
Can we not be triggering those seats?
Oh.
What's he got? Ooh. Oh, you absolute bitch. Look at that.
Oh, that's nice.
Nah.
Oh, I like that.
Nah.
I do like that. That is well tasty.
Nah.
We DNA 75. Phantom's Revenge.
Oof.
Nice.
Nice.
That's tidy.
Nah, you're right.
I like it.
Where's that been stuck up your bum?
No comment.
So nearly the two.
No, it's been called.
Yeah, Melinda, we won't go there as far as Hasmog's concerned. Just no.
Was that his cup as well?
What, sorry?
His cup as well?
Yeah, we'll say no more.
Right, folks, we've got 4 minutes to go, and since there's a few people on chat, we shall probably best to start the thank yous and cheery buys and all that.
Down process.
The winding down process.
I think a 10 to 6 when you're all talking.
So if we start with Mark, who was the last in. So last in, first out.
Well, thank you for having me on, guys, and thank you all, chat, for being lovely. And it's been nice to see you, SJ, and you're an inspiration. And yeah, good night, everyone.
Sure, just sorry, Mark, just leave me out.
I said everyone.
Okay, everyone, do you want to go next?
Go ahead, chat. Go ahead.
Specky.
No, just thanks for having me on again. Next time I'm on, Mark, I expect to see you using a unicorn.
My vape budget doesn't spread that far out.
Don't worry, there's good deals on. I'll just hit up Jay. He'll look after you.
And the lovely.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
I'll not be on for another 2 months then, shall I? I've got my daughter's birthday this month.
Good. Expensive time. The lovely Miss SJ. Any final thoughts?
Been an experience, to say the least.
Yeah, but have you enjoyed yourself?
I have enjoyed myself. It's
So we didn't scare you off too much then?
oh please, that's scary. No, yes, thank you for having me. Thank you for letting me. And just getting the chance to talk more about how vaping relates to mental health and stuff. It's just...
Well, you're always welcome back on the show, SJ, to talk about subjects like that. It's having somebody. I know a lot of us experience it and go through it, but having somebody who is open enough and as knowledgeable to talk about it and different methodologies and everything else is always a breath of fresh air. So say you're always welcome on A, just as a general guest to come on and do it, or B, if you want to come on and actually, you know, if we want to do a show some night which is just purely about mental health, I'll be, you know, we'll talk about that off camera, and we'll, you know, get something like that arranged and just have a show. We'll try and find somewhere in the schedule that we're not bumping over anybody else's show, and try and get a few other people involved, and I'll do a show on that. I think try and get it across both Instagram and YouTube at the same time would be good. But we'll talk about that off air. Michelle?
Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, SJ, for coming on to the show. It's been a pleasure, and you're hilarious, and it's awesome. And yeah, I've learned so much tonight as well, just all different aspects of it all, and but everyone's welcome to join, everyone in chat as well. Like, you know, yous have all been amazing. Yous are always welcome in chat to come and, you know, keep us going and stuff, and yeah. And that's me. Over to
Bunny?
you. Oh, over to Bunny.
Yeah, well, what can I say that hasn't already been said by everybody here? Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure, always is. Mark, Spaggy, lovely to have you both on here again. It's always a giggle when you pair about. SJ, it's been an absolute pleasure meeting you, and thank you very much for joining us, and thank you very much for sharing your experiences with us as well. I'm sure a lot of us really appreciated that tonight. Roy and Michelle, as always, you guys are, you know, well, Roy especially is the one that's hosting this semi-train wreck, so, you know, we wouldn't be here without him. So yeah, thank you very much, and we'll see you all. Well, I'll see you tomorrow night. The rest of us will see you next week.
I'm just a gate crasher.
So there's not much more thanks for me to say, because everything's been said. Thank you to everybody in chat, and especially to the ones who have openly shared their experiences and their conditions with us as well. It greatly helps.
Thank you to the trolls who decided to come in, and all those people that gave us all those lovely thumbs downs. Very much appreciated.
They all count in the analytics anyway. Just a couple of little pointers.
Look at that. There's my beautiful Sainty troll in there spamming my links. Yes,
but before the bitches on Friday night, folks, don't forget to tune in to Steve Dave tomorrow night. So that's VH Reviews on YouTube, where you'll see the voice that's over in the corner over there, as well as Bunny and Steve Dave on their show tomorrow night at 9 o'clock.
Captain Mumbles,
Captain
right.
Mumbles. And then on Friday night, you've got the Bitches of Vacewick. For anybody that wants to sort of watch or doesn't know about it, especially any of the ones that's on Instagram, you've got the UK Vape Show on a Thursday night. Not that I needs any more viewers because they get enough viewers as it is. But the UK Vape Show with Vic, Chris, Dean, and TVP is on the Thursday night. It's always a fun-packed show with everything else. And then next Sunday, so we'll be back here again. But a massive thank you to Specky and Mark for coming in. But the biggest thanks of all is to SJ, who was sort of dropped in this. She was doing a live show this afternoon on our Instagram channel. And I just dropped in and just sort of went, "You fancy coming on the show tonight?"
Yeah, lastminute.com, but hey, it worked.
It did.
At the minute, that's the only way to get me.
Yeah.
Well, that's usually how we roll anyway. It's usually always lastminute.com, so don't worry.
But folks, anybody that hasn't already gone over and subscribed to SJ on her Instagram channel, please do. And please don't just be a number that clicks on follow. Actually go on, have a look at her pictures, give them a like, give them a comment. All the support is greatly appreciated on to anybody's got Instagram and everything else. Just like the YouTube reviewers, like the likes, the comments on theirs, Instagrammers need those to keep everything going. And
comment, I do reply. Just please bear with me at the moment because we're in the process of moving house and everything's a bit squishy. But I do see and I will reply. It's just life is hectic right now.
so folks, from me, Roy's Reviews, and if any of you haven't gone over and given me a wee subscribe, just jump over to my channel and give me a wee subscribe too. We much appreciate it. If you ever suffering from insomnia and needing someone to put you to sleep, just stick one of my reviews on and within 30 seconds you'll be out for the count.
And you never know, you might see me do another takeover at some point.
Yes, we need more hostile takeovers.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Yep, there has to be more hostile takeovers. That was epic.
Have to reach the stuff first.
Well, yeah, he's in the bad books right now because he's stuck my kilo up on the TV and I can't reach it. So I'm going to have to go down and get the broom.
Up at the very top of the TV.
Oh, you are such a bully, Roy.
He is
It's
such a bully.
there.
You are such a bully.
Hostile
The question is, how much is out of it, Michelle? How much have you used out of it?
picture of my head, like she's happy and the other door's
What did I fill up? Oh, I've only filled up my tank. like,
SJ,
just at tea
picture
time.
it's something like, oh shit, like this. Me getting that done to me.
Yeah, I like tie him up and I'm getting the duct tape out next.
I was going to say gaffer tape.
Yeah, yeah, gaffer tape's next. Definitely.
Oh yeah, chloroform. Knock him right out.
Oh yeah.
Although Sinner's the man to speak to about that. He's getting steady supply of it, so.
Sinner, hook me up.
So folks,
Don't say that too loud, Michelle. He probably fucking would.
Oh God,
so good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're going to watch this live show.
Whatever time zone.
I had to get that in. And Bonnie, don't be saying it.
Keep your roasties toasty.
This flash.
No! Don't be saying that!
Why not?
Every time.
No.
Hey.
Balls and bow ties.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get a wee balls and bow tie in there, and there's Saintie's in with the hashtag cheesy balls. Yeah, peek-a-poo. That works.
Thailand Barbie.
Barbie girl.
Oh good God. No, that's his department.